All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Brittany Hepworth. I'm a gold ambassador on Dare to be Diamond, and I'm so excited to share some things with you guys. I am going to talk about new ambassador training. As you saw in January, our teams are blowing up, and I'm so excited. So many of us are probably wondering, all right, these people have joined our team. Now what? So that's what I want to discuss today. I'm going to talk about new ambassador training and where to plug in your new people. Also, a resource that we have is that new ambassador checklist. We are going to be updating that as the system changed a little bit, but so that look forward to that. I want to talk about plugging in with team groups. Even if the ambassadors wholesale and they say they want nothing to do with this business, there's a lot of people out there that are looking for a community. And once they see the community we have, there's no way they're not going to want to be a part of it. And even if they don't, they can remove themselves. So don't be afraid to shout out your wholesale ambassadors on the team page. You know, even ask them to start posting right away if that's something they're comfortable with. You know, even I just got my pink drink in thanks to this person, because a lot of the times people who join our team don't mind doing us a favor, you know, and that's helping grow our business and their business as well, even if it's just getting them discounted. So, I mean, if they're open to it, shoot for it. And if not, just shout them out on the team page and let them feel the love of the team. I would also like you guys to introduce the person to your upline right away. And the reason I say this is because it gives them a sense of the community. It gives them another person to reach out to in the event that you might be stepping away from the business for the day, or they have an important question, or they need somebody else's testimony. So definitely send a short message to your upline and introduce this person and just tell us a little bit about why they joined the company, because that will help us follow up with your ambassadors as well. And maybe a customer intro. You know, if it's a customer, you can introduce them to your upline if you'd like. It's not necessary, but definitely with wholesale ambassadors. And these ambassadors, we need to be treating as customers as well, because really that's what they are. This is a business of customer service. So I'm going to talk about the 4 touches later on. And I want you, and if your upline is not actively working the business, go to the next upline that's actively working the business. If you're not familiar with who might be the next upline, please reach out to Ansley. We'll help that get sorted for you. And then add your team on Facebook. You know, if you see someone that joined any part of your levels, add them on Facebook. And the reason I say this is because then we can help them their post. We can check in with them, and we can just build relationships, comment, get to know a little bit about their life. Do they have kids? Are they married? What are their hobbies? You know, really find something that's a common interest that you can develop a relationship. And then something that Ansley and I were talking about the other day is when she first started her business, and mind you, this business skyrocketed quick. She asked them a 3-part question, and it was, are you interested in the products? Are you interested in getting your products paid for? Or are you interested in going to Hawaii? So stop and think about that for a minute. Even if the person might have just been interested in the products at the time, then they might be open to getting their products paid for. And then before you know it, or that person might be a straight shooter and go, I'm going to Hawaii next year. And that's when you're like, all right, hallelujah, join my team, let's go and run with them. So I want you guys to take people for the first 30 days and put them in your front pocket. Put them in your front pocket. Show them love. Take a step back and remember when you just joined the team.
Yeah, you can.
What did you need?
Okay.
You know, another thing I want to address too is make sure you're qualifying your ambassadors. Make sure when you're reaching out to them, you're asking them for a 60 to 90 day commitment. And the reason I say that is because they will start seeing the health results then. You know, if someone joins for a week or so, 2 weeks, they might see some increase in energy, maybe sleeping a little bit better, but they won't see the full impact of feeling healthy. And then I'm going to touch on that in just a minute. Keep your Frank's list going. Keep your Frank's list going. So I want you, to actively write in it, whether it be an Excel sheet, a piece of paper, whatever method works for you. We always need to be updating that. When we meet somebody, it's important to try to get them on our Facebook. Maybe make a casual conversation of setting up a play date. Maybe say, be genuine about your reach outs, but try to get them on your Facebook. And something I've personally been doing when I get people on my Facebook is I take a screenshot of them. And the reason I do this is because in that event, and I might be busy or sidetracked, but I'll always know to reach back to them. And if I'm looking for someone new to message, I can go back to my screenshots and I can see, probably 10 people. Think about the people you meet throughout the day. Don't think you're annoying them. You're doing them a service. See what this did for you. Whether it be an extra paycheck, discounted products, maybe a huge health testimony. We really just need to not be afraid. Be bold in this business because the boldness will get you to the top. All right. And then write in your calendar. Create some kind of follow-up system. And I personally have seen a lot of people slip on my team because of my follow-up. And that's being real with you. Sometimes we have to look in and see where our flaws are in our business because no one's perfect.
It's not, though.
This is a personal development business. So the 3 pages I would recommend and I put my team in are Rhonda's page, the Well page, and the A team. And of course, Dare to be Diamond. So, you guys can choose who you'd like to follow, but be careful with that too. Just make sure that the person you add to a team is speaking their language because we don't want people to feel overwhelmed. So kind of judge it. Rachel Neagle is really into research. So that would be someone who's green, has a green personality. That would be a great page to get them into. They would hear amazing testimonies. Andrea is a numbers queen. And this is just what I've heard. I personally don't know them that well, but I'm going to work on that. And she's a red personality, and she's really driven by numbers. So that would be a great person. And then Becky, if you're struggling with your mindset, Becky would be a great person to reach out to. She's a psychologist. And honestly, I watched one of her videos a week before January ended, probably just about a week ago, and it changed my business. I just was like, I can do this. And believe me, that day I ended up getting new ambassadors and new customers where it had been stale for a while. So run, change your mindset. You can do this. And then how to go silver. Tara Castaneda has a great video. This would be a good thing to send out to people. And they need to be your baby. They need to be your baby. You need to treat them, check in with them regularly, see how they're feeling, but never put expectations on them. So don't be like, oh, do you feel any different? Because then that's putting pressure on them. Maybe say, are you sleeping better? Or do you like the taste of the pink drink? Because those are simple questions that they can answer. And then they don't feel like rushed or pressured or anything. So focus on your IPA first and then pour into your team. Your IPA is your top priority. What I've committed to my team is 5 days a week. I'm doing 1 hour a day, period, with my business. And that's something that I'm going to see a lot of growth because if you know me well, consistency is not my middle name. So I'm working on that. But then, okay, so this is what I'm really excited to share with you guys. This is called the 4 touches. I had trouble developing a follow-up system, but this is something I'm going to start implementing in my business right away. So that day that an ambassador joins your team, I want you to pull out a calendar, okay? And I want you 4 days after the ambassador joins your team, I want you to write their name on it. Write their name on the calendar 4 days after they join your team, because our shipping is generally 3 to 4 days. You know, sometimes two. And then check in, and I'm going to use Aubrey. Check in with Aubrey, and that's 4 days from there. And then a week from there, write in, see how Aubrey is. Okay, so that's a week after those 4 days. Okay, and then a week after that, write check in with Aubrey. And then a week after that, write check in with Aubrey. Okay, because most people need 4 touches to stay on your team, and retention is huge. And if they're not getting excellent customer service, they're not staying. I hate to be real. That's not my, you know, I'm not very straightforward, but that is straightforward as much as I can be. You know, they're not going to stay if they don't experience great customer service. So in your planner, do those reminders and give them good support. So on day 4, you're like, all right, well, what do I say to them? Have you gotten your products? I'm so excited for you. Most shipping takes 3 to 4 days. How did you like it? You know, these are questions that you can ask them. These are questions that they can answer. These aren't something that have to be really thought about. Tell me what you thought. Tell me, how's it going? You know, and these are, tell me how the taste is. And you can copy and paste. Then is where you copy and paste and you send them all the things of how to take the products, how to drink their water. You know, send them maybe an elimination pattern. You know, whatever you normally send on day 4 is when you're sending that information. The products are in their hand. You want them to be excited, and you want to be there on the journey with them. That is setting up the elements of starting to coach your people, because that's what we are. We're health coaches. So, you know, and then I also tell them, do 3 liters of water a day. If they ask how, maybe 1 liter between breakfast and lunch, 1 liter between lunch and dinner, 1 liter between dinner and bedtime. Because some people like those guidelines. You know, send them a video toolbox. So these are videos about the products they're taking, because at that time, they're not going to know much about them. But when they see those videos, they're going to start learning about it, and someone might come to mind, and they can forward the video. It's not like they have to know everything. The best way to start your business is right away. So by day 4, they can already have some videos, and we can talk about the products they're taking. They can share videos with the potentials. And then so a week after that, you're going to check in. Are you having a good rhythm with your products? Are you taking your products every day?
I can promise you it's better than my aqua size.
Are you drinking your water? Are you pooping 2 to 3 times a day? These are questions we can ask them, and it's all on your comfortability, you know? And then depending on those answers, we might need to check in with them between week 2 and 3. You know, just to kind of troubleshoot. If they have to troubleshoot, do a checkup or 2. If they're constipated, increase the BioCleanse. You know, and she even said the probiotic. If they're bloated, troubleshoot with them. And then follow-up efforts. Writing it in and scheduling it is so important to have it in a calendar, because then no one's falling through the cracks. You're checking in with people. You're giving them 4 touches within their first month. The 3rd week, if they have no detox, tell them you're so excited. Plexus is going great for them. You know, share your excitement with them. By that time, some people might have an increase in sugar cravings. If they do, at week 3, tell them to increase their probiotic. And that's something that you're starting to build with them. You're coaching. If they have any fatigue or bloating, tell them to reach out. You know, tell them that you're now showing them that you're going to coach them through every issue if they have any. Some people never experience detox symptoms. So I don't want this to scare you, but if people do, you can walk them through it. And since you're so closely working with them, you're going to. Imagine if you weren't checking in on day 4 or a week from there, and they were experiencing bloating. They'd quit on you. So customer service is important. And then if they're experiencing maybe some detox, tell them how their body is healing itself. Because really, that's what we're doing. And we can adjust the products. And then the last one is week 4. This is when their convenience order is going to start coming. So this is when their next order is processing. So you're so excited that they're feeling great. You're coaching them through their healing process. You're making sure they have a good ritual routine. And if they don't, if they're struggling with taking their products at night, tell them to set an alarm on their phone. If they're struggling with their water, tell them to set an alarm. And just kind of see where they're at. Because when we're walking through this journey with someone, when we're being real with them, being a travel guide instead of a travel agent, they're going to stay. And I'm telling you, if you added 3 people and kept those 3 people because of good customer service, your team's going to skyrocket. Your check's going to double. You're going to have a powerful team of testimonies. So it's, an easier way to take their water intake. Work with them. 30-day follow-up helps. It actually increases your 90-day success rate. So we need to follow up. If I went too fast for anyone through this, because I do that, reach out to me, because I'm going to post this in the comments. And I'm going to tell you guys that this 4 touches is going to change my business. So who's ready to do it with me? This calendar thing is going to change everything for us. And what a better time to start than right now. So those new ambassadors that you added, put them on your calendar right now. 4 days out from when they ordered, a week after that, a week after that, and a week after that. And by that time, talk to me in a month or 2 and tell me how your business is. Because no one's going to be falling through the cracks. And then I get all excited. Don't be obsessive. Don't write them every 3 days. They don't need that. We don't need that extra stress. But, the 4th day and then 3 weeks after that, casually check in. It creates open communication, and it also, we want to keep our ambassadors at least from 3 to 6 months. We'd love to keep them forever. Who am I kidding? But that is our goal, is to, once they're in the business for 3 to 6 months, the likelihood of them leaving is not. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. And some do. Bless and release, but don't ever let that set you back. Keep your mindset strong. Believe in yourself. Believe in these products and believe in this company. Because when you do, and when you go all in, you see results. I've been a tippy toer, 1 toe in, 1 toe out, 1 toe in, 1 toe out. And the minute I'm in, you see it. So keep up with your IPA. Do it, do 5 days a week with me, an hour a day. Write IPA done on that Dare to Be Diamond so people are seeing that. Write it on my DHP if you're on my team. Let's get this done, because when we all see that we're in it together, when we see that some people experiences no's, but we still hug each other and love each other through it, and then jump up for joy with a new ambassador, a dream team member, recruit people who are better than you. Recruit people who are scary to you, because that is when your team's going to grow. Recruit people who have that following. Recruit people that you love. We get to work with our friends. There's nothing better than that. We don't have to experience layoffs within Plexus. We don't have to experience job changes or finding childcare or whatever it might be. Whether this is retirement for you, whether it's extra income, believe in it. And I believe in every single one of you on the call, because you are making a difference today. You're here. So that's me, y'all. Love you guys. I'm going to write my 4 touches on the team page. I hope that helps. I know it's going to help me. I've got my calendar out. We added some people on our team, and I'm just excited to see where this year takes us. So I'm opening it up for conversation. Tell me what your thoughts are.
I love it. I love it all. I'm glad you said you're going to post it on the team page.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that. If y'all haven't figured it out. We are working on doing some collaboration within our team, so that you have, other people other than just me sharing with you. And I'm so excited, Brittany. That was amazing, and your energy is like viral. But I would love to know if there is anyone that would be interested in leading a meeting or adding or leading a portion of a meeting. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but maybe a couple of people getting together and doing something together. We'd love to just have some more voices on here, and so we're looking to kind of partner with some people. So we are going to do, Brianna, Brittany, and I are kind of alternating. So you're going to see us once a month, and then the last week of the month or one of those weeks, we're looking to have some team members share and maybe some special guests. So we would love to, and if we get more than enough, then this will be y'all's meeting. Whatever that looks like, we would love that. So so thank you, Brittany. I think that was amazing. There was one thing that I was gonna say, but I totally forgot.
I was reading the.
I know what it was. It was the subscription. Y'all don't wait till the end of the month to look and see if they have their subscription. Okay, as soon as you get a new ambassador, if they are if they're in your other levels, like if they're not your level 1, reach out to that ambassador, give them the power, then the opportunity to reach out to that person. But if they're but if they don't have a subscription, whether they're yours or theirs, do it right then and there, because if you wait till the end of the month, it's going to feel like a sale. It's going to feel like you're pushing them so that you can get a sale out of them. So don't miss that. It's one of the biggest things I can tell you for the beginning of your business is every day or every 3 days, go and check your back office or your virtual office and look for, do you have anybody new? Do they have a subscription on? Is it $100? And then, reach out to those people and just get to know them, because the more relationships that you build within your team, the stronger you're going to be. You want to know who those, levels 2s and 3s and 4s are. You want to plug in with them. So that was the one thing I was going to say, is that on that subscription piece, just make sure that you're not waiting till the end of the month, because can you imagine, like, I don't know, 26 and somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, are you still going to order your product this month? Like,
and that should be done in day 4. Like by day 4, before they're getting their products, you need to make sure that they're set up properly. Because think about it, if we didn't have a prescription or subscription, like we wouldn't be going, well, thank God a lot of us got rid of our prescriptions. Woo! But anyways, but if we didn't have a subscription, we might have not kept consistent the next month, so make sure your people are started right, and you're their coach. You're their coach. They're looking up to you for answers. So what you tell them most likely goes, because they don't know any different. So.
And don't be afraid to qualify those people. Don't be afraid to give them. I think I've shared this with a couple people, but I shared with Brittany and Brianna, like, you don't go to Walmart and say, oh, it's buy 2, get 1 free. Oh, but I only need 2. Can I buy 1 and then get 1 free? Like, you don't get to decide the discount. They get the discount because you've told them, in order to qualify for this discount, you're going to have $100 commitment every month. So, and you're going to make sure that they know what a subscription is before you sign them up on your team. If they're not ready for that, they're going to be a customer. So don't feel guilty as soon as they sign up, if it's not there, run right back over to them and say, hey, I noticed you missed your subscription. Can I help you with that? It's a little bit more complicated in this new system on setting up a subscription. So if you can get them to do it during the sign-in process, that is where you want to do it. Because I just had 2 people, and y'all, I qualified them, okay? I qualified them. I said it probably 20 times. I even said, in order to get this discount, because it was the $34.95 for free, you have to have a subscription. Like I use the word have to, and I hate that word. You have to have a subscription of a minimum of $100 a month, and you need to be committing to at least 60 to 90 days. And she said, okay. And then we have no subscription when they join. Okay, but it was easy for me to jump back in and say, hey, you forgot to put the subscription. As soon as you get that on, then I'll be able to spin the wheel for you and give you an extra discount. It was easy to jump back in on that because I knew that I informed her first. I wasn't now going back and trying to trick her into something. She didn't feel that way. She knew that I was upfront and honest with her. So, but there's a video on the, I believe it's on the Plexus Facebook page on how to set up a subscription, because they have to go in to subscription and then they have to change it looks like they're placing an order, and then they have to change the date so that it is for next month, but it looks scary. So I really, really want to encourage you to do it, to make sure that they're going to do it before, because they panic. So I've had to tell them, like, hey, if you'll just send me your login information, I'll do it for you. And that's been easier. Both of those girls that didn't have a subscription now have a subscription because I didn't let it go. I work with every 24 hours. I followed up. Hey, how's it going? I want to help you get your subscription set up. Don't forget. And I just owned the fact that I knew I told them. So I didn't have to feel guilty about reaching back out to them. So make sure that you talk to them ahead of time so that you don't feel like I didn't tell them and now they're feeling awkward and, that kind of thing. So that'd be mine.
Does anyone have any questions about what we talked about today, or any struggles with starting your new ambassador? I mean, where are you guys at? I know our team added 15 people within 24 hours. That's huge, guys. So what are some things that you're seeing with your new ambassadors?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I missed the very beginning. Did you show like a screenshot or turn your calendar, like how you're doing it?
I didn't, but I will post that on the team page. So I'm going to create a document with how I do it, and then I'll also post a picture of my calendar, and I'm just going to use the name Aubrey. So.
Okay. All right. Great. Thanks.
Yes. Not a problem.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. I think it's really going to help us with our businesses.
Yes, for sure. Follow-up so important.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop the recording so we can talk. So hold on.